Welcome back to another video. My name is Abby, and today we are talking about how to stop chasing validation. If you're new to this channel and you like videos like this, you want some more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell. As soon as new videos come out, you will be notified. And if you want to show support for this channel, you really like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps to spread this information. So back to the video, how to stop chasing validation. Well, as you know, or you may not know, I love etymology, which is really where does this word come from? Because I believe that if we understand the word we're using and where it came from, it will give us a little bit more understanding of what the current situation is. The original Latin root of this word is essentially meaning to be strong and strong in general. Now, I think it's interesting to take it a step further because another word for validation would be approval. And the etymology of approval I thought was quite interesting. That origin is prove or confirm. So if you're seeking validation, you're essentially looking to make yourself feel stronger. You're looking to prove yourself and to confirm you. So if you're struggling with this right now, and I know my past was riddled with validation from other people. I sought it in so many different ways. If you know my story, basically I was a former world-class athlete, and basically most of my athletic career had to do with validation. If I performed at this certain mark, then I would get the approval, then I would get the affection, then I would get the admiration of other people. And because I got that validation, because they approved of me, it validated me. It made me feel stronger, not physically, but emotionally, psychologically. It made me feel better about me as a person. I was using them, their opinions, their beliefs to make me feel better about myself. You could be feeling this in relationships. Maybe you're looking to have a relationship with somebody, and really what you want out of this relationship is validation about yourself. If you can get this person to date you, if this person will love you, then it means you are good, that you are attractive, that you are worthy, whatever the case may be. It could be about amount of money. If you can make $100,000 a year, if you can get this career job, then it means you are XYZ. It can mean so many different things to so many different people, but basically validation is all about trying to prove, to confirm you, to make you feel stronger, because without it, you feel weak. Without it, you don't feel whole and complete. So really, if you're craving that external validation, the one thing you need to look at and the way to stop chasing it is to recognize that you're not approving of yourself. And that's ultimately where I had to get. I had to realize that I was actually invalidating myself because I was thinking, okay, I'm not good enough unless. So I have invalidated myself, and the only way to get that validation back is to get it from outside of myself, realizing that I did not have my own self-approval. I did not have my own self-validation, made me so hungry and so desperate to get the validation, to get that approval from other people, from somebody outside myself. And that goes back to a Newtonian way of thinking, which is what Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about, which basically says that when the thing outside of me changes, then I'll feel better. If I get that job and people start looking at me differently, if I threw that mark and I got that acceptance and that praise and approval, then I'll feel better about myself. And really, it goes to a self-validating, self-approving model, which is a quantum way of doing it. Basically, I approve of myself, so therefore, when I go out and I walk in the world, I know that I'm whole and complete. I know I'm worthy. And moving through the world like that, having the thoughts and feelings that align with that version of you, which basically is going to send out into the quantum field, and you're going to get that back to you, meaning that you're going to manifest it in your life. And really, manifest is basically, it's just proving, it's the manifesto of what you believe about yourself to be true. You're going to see it in your outside world. You're going to attract things that mirror back how you feel about yourself. So if you do not feel whole and complete, if you don't feel worthy, you're going to basically look outside of yourself to try to confirm something different. But what's going to happen? You're going to find situations, people, circumstances that are going to reflect back to you the way that you're feeling. So if you are struggling right now with not approving, not validating yourself, what you want to do is look and see why. Ask yourself that question. Why do you feel that way? What happened? Where in your journey Were you taught or were you told that you're not good enough? Were you told that who you are doesn't matter, or anything like that, that you're not lovable? Whatever the message that you heard that is not true, I repeat, that message is not true. You starting to understand that whatever happened, you can re-reason on it, you can bring awareness to it because it's in your unconscious. So until that unconscious is in your conscious awareness, your life will be run by it and you'll think that that's your destiny, and that's not true. That is just simply having an idea that is not objectively true and living off of it, using the law of assumption, assuming that this is how the world is, this is who you are, and that it's not changeable, that there's something beyond you that you can't change. And essentially, when you get that validation, then you'll feel better about yourself. And it really happens that if you want to manifest something different, if you want your outside world to look different, you will need to change the way you feel about yourself. And if you don't know why you feel about yourself, if you ask yourself, why don't I validate myself? Why don't I approve of myself? And start really getting into what is in your unconscious, because that is basically being represented by your life, especially the life circumstances that you no longer want to live. The only way to change it is to get inside. So basically, why? Why do you not approve of yourself? What value have you given yourself? That can also be very self-rejecting. You're not good enough. And in my case, I was rejecting my value. I was rejecting my worth. And I was doing that first. And so what did I find in the outside world? People who were ready and willing to reject me as a person. Why? Because I did it first. I did not know at the time that I was self-rejecting, that I was devaluing myself, that I was saying that I wasn't worthy. So I was sending that out, and then I was seeing that reflected back. And I thought because that person rejected me, I felt bad about myself. And it did. It hurts. No matter what happens, it can be painful if somebody rejects you. But what meaning are you giving that rejection? I was giving it the whole thing. Like, if this person accepts me, then I'll accept myself. If this person rejects me, I will continue to reject myself. So in that case, you can see that it's detrimentally painful and paralyzing because I put so much value and meaning in that one person's acceptance or decisions based on me. All of that is self-rejecting from myself first. So starting to realize that if you are seeking and craving and chasing people, chasing money, chasing circumstances, you are not giving that to yourself. You are not validating that your worth and your value right now. So you continue to seek it outside of yourself because you're not finding it inside yourself. And that will never work. It has to be coming from you. It will then be reflected, and you'll find people, circumstances, and situations that reflect the value that you find about yourself. And if you don't find yourself valuable right now, I can absolutely tell you that whatever it is that has happened and whatever you have reasoned, it isn't true. I absolutely believe that everything you've experienced is valid. The way you feel about that situation is valid. And the meaning that you're taking away can be transmuted. You don't have to stay in a situation in which you don't value yourself because of what's happened in your past. No matter what's happened in your past, you can re-reason on it so that you find the beauty, the strength, the value that you bring uniquely to this world. You are valuable, you are worthy, you are whole and complete, and you deserve to live the life that you want to live. All those things that make your heart beat faster to think about, you deserve to live them. One of the first steps you can do is start seeing what you believe about yourself. If you're not experiencing that right now, re-reason on that. Go to a somatic therapist, do the deepest fear inventory. Start asking yourself what it is and who it is that you see yourself to be. And only when you get clear on that can you start bringing that unconscious to your conscious and making decisions based on the things that you want in your true and authentic alignment. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit subscribe. If you haven't done so already, like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.